Oh, man, we are live. Welcome aboard, Thursday nighters. We are streaming to Rumble, the Twitch, the X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and the YouTube in full glorious 1080p. And joining me on tonight's little show, we have got, let's split the screen up, boom, Scott and Panzercat. Welcome, guys.
Meow.
Hey.
Well, what a day yesterday. I'll get the football out of the way now. 2-1 England through to the final Sunday against Spain. Oh, God, I can't see us beating Spain, but hopes, cross fingers, pray, but no more beer. I got puddled off of one can yesterday. What's on the benches, guys? I'm going to go to Scott first.
He's going on Scotch next. Yeah. I'm going to continue with the M10. Scotch next. I can hear myself.
I can as well. Where's that coming from?
Anyway, I'm not real sure what I'm going to be doing with it, but I'll find something.
Okay, mate. Carrying on with the M10.
Bit of painting with the wheels. Yeah, see what happens.
We got some chat coming in as well, so I'll go to that in just a second. It's going to go to Panzer. Panzer!
Meow.
Yes, I'm here, and I shall be pottering about with a little bit of a few odds and sods tonight. I'm going to do a little bit more weathering on this
that looks
device
better
here.
And better every time I see it. God damn. And I thought it couldn't get better after last time.
Well, we were talking in the green room about weathering and it being applied in layers. There you see a classic example of layering. Just that little area there has been weathered. And I've got
so just that little area there. How long did that take you?
That took me about 10 minutes.
10 minutes, but
Yeah,
you know what you do.
But it's one of those things that you build up a layer, you go away, you lay it for a few days, and then you come back and look at it and think, okay, according to my reference photograph, it needs to be darker and slightly bigger in the area that I've applied it to. So I've got to reapply that. And tonight I will probably be doing another coat of dust color on the tops of the mud guards here, front and rear.
Well, when you do that, when you're ready for that, give me a shout. I'll stick you on big screen because you can give everyone out there at home watching a little demo, and me as well, because with the Spitfire I'm doing, it's the first one that I'm going to try doing some proper realistic weathering on if I do decide to go that way. And I'm tempted in between, as I was saying, every single modern day picture of a Spitfire that I've seen that exists in the museum or in the Battle of Britain flight, they're all spotlessly clean and they've got a gloss coat on them. I know the debate is still out there. The World War II ones had a slight satiny look, but the photos from World War II, was it gloss or was it satin?
I would be inclined to say that they were gloss when they were manufactured, but as they actually were used, the gloss dulls down. It's the same with military vehicles. I used to build all my military vehicles, and they were matte finishes.
Yeah.
And so consequently, I've moved over a few years ago to using, believe it or not, again, this is what somebody else is using, is the VMS satin varnish.
Right.
And I started using that because I started to apply satin varnish on to protect, because I was actually using, it was this stuff. What is it? Give me a bottle here. It's the MIG ammo paints. Now, they're an acrylic, but they're a very sensitive acrylic paint. Now, in theory, an acrylic paint shouldn't be removed by an ammo thinners, but this stuff can be. Right. So I was painting the kit in the MIG colours, using the MIG paint, then applying satin varnish,
right,
to protect the base paint before doing the weathering. And I noticed somebody else was using the satin varnish as well. And it allows you, when you're putting washes, filters, and other things, to apply that on top of the satin, so that some areas have a slight patina finish, and others become totally dull with all the weathering products. So that's my reasoning that the gloss paint would have been applied, and they would weather down to satin as they were being used as service.
Well, I can't understand how modelling got to such a stage that, if I go back a couple of years to when I first started on YouTube, every single model I would see would be in a matte finish, aircraft, everything, all matte finished. And they said because it's their excuse was because at scale, matte looks better. Well, I gave my Mosquito a satin coat, and that looks ace. It looks spot on in my eyes. So I don't know. It's either or. There we go. Let's hit the chat. See who's in. As usual, first in we've got David Markey. Thank you for buddy.
Hi, David.
Steve Dean is already on the panel. Skip past that. Here we go. Robert's joined us as well from Canada. Welcome, Bodcat. Welcome, Canada, to the stream. Teresa Smith's joined us as well. It's not going to take me long to do the chat. There's not many in tonight. Robert's saying hi to everyone. Everyone's saying hi to everyone. Right, that's the chat caught up with. Go me! I can get some work done.
Look, there's Dominique in chat.
Yay! Dominique's in. Yes, Dominique. I know we shouldn't have had that penalty, but sometimes you get the luck, don't you? You just get the luck, mate. And it's England in the final. And Dominique's not into football anyway, but he is from the Netherlands, so I had to mention it.
So out of curiosity, how was the orange boom this morning when you woke up?
I tell you, I shouldn't have done it. I mean, I am currently teetotal, but because England were playing, I decided to have a beer, and it was a big mistake. One beer, and I was absolutely plastered. Woke up really late this morning. So it just goes to show, alcohol is a massive drainer. I'm not doing it again, ever. Teresa says hi, Dominique. And David Mikey says hello, Dominique. Yeah, welcome aboard, Dominique. You do have an invite, by the way, mate. I did send you one. And everyone watching across the internet, we are multi-streaming tonight to both Scott's channel. So hopefully any Australians will wake up 4 o'clock in the morning. Welcome. And our Panzer is streaming to the whole of Scotland.
Yes, I'm streaming to Scotland. I'm streaming. According to my feed here, I have one viewer. That will probably be me. That will probably be me because it counts me because I'm watching my own stream.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We've got 24 people watching across all of the platforms right now. Unfortunately, Rumble has no tie-in to the Viewy thing on StreamYard. Twitch does, though. Instagram doesn't either. I'm just looking because I've been asked to do a survey for StreamYard for suggestions what they could do to improve. We were on about this the other night, actually, things they could do to improve. And one of them is to integrate so that when somebody chats on one channel, somebody else's channel, say Panzers, that everybody can see it on everybody else's channel. Because at the moment, depending on where you are, say you're viewing via Panzers channel or Scott's channel, if you type into that YouTube chat, nobody else can see it apart from us on the panel. So that's why I tend to try and read out as much of the chat as possible. I know I'm rubbish at it, but I do try. So I need 10 out of 10 for trying. Dominic says, evening, and David Markey. Hobby Time's joined us as well. Hey, Hobby Time, welcome aboard, mate. Yeah. When an aircraft or vehicle comes out the paint booth, they're mostly matte, but after use, they weather to a satin finish.
Yeah, going back to that, it's like certain colours of paints. Olive drab is a classic example. It comes out, it's a light finish, but because of interactions with crew rubbing up against the paint, it polishes it to a darker colour, which is why you see dark specks on World War II Sherman or military vehicles.
So I'm going to pose the question then. I don't want to start an argument. This is a conversation. Why are the aircraft in museums and say, I'm going to say it again, the Battle of Britain Memorial flight, why are all those gloss? Why are they all gloss? You would imagine that the aircraft in museums would want to be authentic to the time. So why aren't they satin or matte?
Well, you've got to remember that the Battle of Britain Memorial flight are working aircraft.
Yeah.
So they're maintained, they're cleaned, they're polished, they're looked after, because a person will be getting into that to fly it. So it's crew safety or the pilot safety is paramount. So consequently, that's why they're always shiny, because they're being frequently maintained and cleaned.
I'm not going to get into it.
just. It's a pity you don't live anywhere near a military tank park. You could go down to a local tank park, and take a look at the rows of tanks lined up, and you'll see that no two of them are in the same status.
Oh, I can give you a perfect example. I was brought up on an army base, Catterick, and there was one of the tank battalions there, and I used to see the chieftains on a regular basis, and all of their paint jobs were like a satin. They weren't glossy,
Let me just move this out of the way. Right, this is a fair armored car, right?
Mhm.
This out.
Oh, we've started something now, haven't we? Hang on.
Yeah, right. Okay, so there are, say, 10 of these in your regiment, and your tank battalion, and your armored car squadron, right? They go through a maintenance process, and it's about every 4 years that they get completely stripped down and repainted or ground down. And in the meantime, you've got a parade for an inspector general coming. The commanding general of the regiment is coming to visit. So what you end up doing is the crews get pots of paint and they patch paint. So there's a little bit of rust there. They paint over that little area of rust, so you see different patinas of paint finishes. Because a little hatch would be a different colour to the rest of the vehicle. It's called patch painting, and it's just done as general maintenance cycle. But every 4 years, I think it is, that what they do is they get sent off to the workshop, the Remy workshop depot, and they get sanded down or they get sanded finished. They get properly cleaned with proper cleaning products to reduce all the oil, grime, and any dings and dents are removed. And then they get properly painted, so they come back with a brand new fresh coat of infrared reflective green and infrared reflective black paint on them, or in this case, bronze green. And of course, the minute they start using the vehicle, the bronze green starts to be weathered. It fades because it's in the sunlight. It gets rained on, it gets dusty. They hose it down. The flecks of paint occasionally get chipped off, and then 4 years later, the whole process is repeated.
I get it. So basically, there is no one cure-all for whether it's satin, gloss, or matte. It could be a mixture, either or, depending on what's available. Okay. Dominic says, "Yeah, I know. When Daniel is gone, I will come and stream live." Awesome, Danielle. Sorry, Dominique. I blame that beer from last night. David Markey and me. Awesome.
Hello. I will add.
Oh, hang on. Natasha might not be diving in. We got a circly wheel.
Oh, she'll get there.
Natasha!
Hello.
There you go, man.
Hi, Natasha.
Doing all right. Hello. How's everybody?
Really good, thank you, Natasha. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm a tad late, so I've been out shopping.
Did you buy anything nice?
A load of goodies, like something to lunch every night.
All right. I thought for a second when you said you've been out shopping, you've been out at Temu again.
I have, but that was like 2 weeks ago.
All right.
It is starting to get rather. Yeah, anyway.
I'm trying to figure out what David Markey means by "and me." David, do you want an invite to the panel? Is that what you're asking for?
I think David is responding to the fact that he's watching on my channel.
Ah, right, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the owner of Greg's UK, Ron. How you doing, mate?
All right, sir. Yourself?
Yeah, good, thank you, mate. Just gonna get rid of the rest of this chat, and then I'll come to people's benches. Dave Mike says, "Evening, Scott. Lots of hellos going on. Hello, 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 hello." Right, Hobby Time says BBMF are satin finished to ease maintenance and cleaning used to paint aircraft for real. Thank you for that, Hobby Time. Hobby Time says, "Hi, Teresa." Lots of highs going on. Robert's just gone, "Natasha." Meantime, and then David says, "Hello, Ron." Okay, Ron. Sorry, we'll get and show everyone her build. Natasha.
Medbox. Whoa.
Oh wow, that's coming together.
And then I think this is the front part, which I've done today.
Hang on a minute. It's got some gears on that.
Yeah, that's one has.
You know, I'm guessing it can be motorized, can it?
It can, but I don't know how you do it. I ain't got the stuff for it, and I
What's
have no
Terry?
idea how. If I send it to Terry, he can put it all in for me.
Yes, it will come back with motors, lights, and lasers.
I bet it would as well. I reckon
And
it'll
if you-
look good, wouldn't it? Send it to Terry and he can do the rest. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm on stage 99 now.
Do you know, I'm sorely tempted to hit Temu and get one of those for me. £6 this thing Natasha has got here. That's all it costs, £6. There must be like at least a couple of thousand blocks, and it's got gearing there, so it could be motorized. Sorry,
Yeah.
I spotted that straight away as soon as he held it up.
Yeah, you can.
So it's almost a Lego Technic set.
It is. So
Wow.
You can remote control it like Connie's, but I have no idea how she done that. So
I would imagine there's an add-on kit you can get for that.
probably, and I'm just not sure how. So, but it's getting built slowly but surely.
Awesome, Tasha. I'm going to head over to Ron's and
No worries.
see if he's got any pies for us.
Hi, Jerry. Hi, all in chat. Yeah, no, I'm actually carrying on with the Achilles for part of my D-Day build, D-Day +5. And yeah, so let me show you what I've done so far. Let me get up there, camera. And that's what I've got to up so far.
Hey, Ron, your desk is turning into my desk.
Yes. I'm trying to copy you though, Terry. That's the thing. A bit worried about that part of it. Yeah.
Telling people there is nothing wrong with a messy desk. It just shows you've been working.
Yeah. So yeah, I've just basically I've undercoated but a general white sort of color there. Then I'm gonna airbrush it white as well with matte white.
Yep.
And I'm going to have to carry on with. Come back used to this.
What people at home can't see, this is a full diorama of D-Day +5.
Yeah.
You can't see the troops that he's made and the other bits and bobs for the diorama. This is just the M10, the Achilles that he's on with right now.
Yeah. You can see that more or less there. I've done that there.
If memory serves me right, Ron, the white should continue along the sponsons and onto the back of that firewall. It's only the floor that underneath where the turret is that should be green.
Yeah, that's the area there. That's let me show you exactly what I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
There's that there like that. That will be all green, so that'll be white there.
Yeah.
Because obviously it goes that way. Like that.
Yeah.
And then that will be, the white will be there. Then obviously, but like I said, this is just a rough undercoat at the moment. And then they're up undercoating proper grey and all the rest of that area there.
Yes.
And then, crack on from there.
But you see the side sponsons next to that area that you're going to be painting green.
Yeah.
That should be white as well, as I think so should be the back firewall of that hull. Because that's going to be reflecting light. And the inside of the real vehicle. It's only the floor plan through the open turret that would be olive drab.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the olive drab there, and then the rest of that will be olive drab there and everything. So I've done my research. So,
right. And
to me, it's right, it's spot on the colouring and everything.
I think you should paint it pink
with purple polka dots,
and then send it to Tash.
What?
Yeah, you will.
No. No. Not allowed that. Not allowed.
Right, I'm going to go to my bench. Here we go. It's looking a bit cartoony at the minute, my Spitfire. I have been continuing the use, and we were chatting in the green room beforehand. Okay, start at the beginning, a little history, will you? This is the 124 Spitfire Mark 9C from Airfix last year's new tubing. It's absolutely wonderful, ace, brilliant. I can't say enough good things about this. It is easily one of the best kits I've ever started to build. But I've been messing about with this Gundam pen. It's from Bandai. It's a panel line marker. Just as an experiment to see if I prefer doing it this way or the other way. That's how it looks. Let me get some light on this. It looks a bit messy, a little bit cartoony. but that's just straight onto the plastic with the pen. Now, if I flip it over and do it from underneath, let me just focus that in so you can see it properly. And then I'll tell you the next process I did to get it like this. Let me just put that back a bit. There we go. So basically, I aimed. Let me get my airbrush out, and I can show you what I did to keep that, because it is an ink. It's a indelible ink that comes out of the marker pen. So when I'm spraying it, I will be at an angle to the wing, so the paint doesn't actually sink into the rivets and the lines that I've done. So this is finished now. This underneath is more or less finished, apart from weathering, and I think it's given quite a good, simple way of doing it. My normal method would be to paint a whole model black, say it's an aircraft, and if it was a metal aircraft like this, the stretched steel of the Spitfire, paint it black, then paint it metal, and then scrape away at the parts that I want to show through, like rivets and lines and stuff like that. But this method, it's just one and done. Yeah, marking it out with a pen takes a bit of time, but then once the spraying's done, job done. So the next part of this is going to be doing the camo on the top. I'll have to mask off all of the areas where I've already detailed it, like the engine and the cockpit and stuff like that. But we're not too far away from actually getting that paint on now. I've got a little bit more marking up to do with the pen. There's a few areas on here, I will warn you when you're doing this, where the rivets aren't uniform. It's mostly a uniform depth of the rivet marks, but some are really washy. So all I've done there is get my pokey stick out. Now I've filed this to a very fine flat edge, so that'll go in. I'll just twist it and it'll make a perfect hole for the rivet. So that's where I am with the absolutely awesome Airfix 124 Mark 9C. Back to the gang. Oh, I'll catch up with some chat now as well. Hang on. Where did I get to? BBMF, Natasha, hello Ron, people saying hello. Kit Bash Carnage is in the chat as well. Hey Kit Bash, welcome aboard.
Hey, Kit Bash.
Hey, Kit.
Oh,
Hey, Matt.
Kit Bash is doing the rounds with the thumbs up. Thank you, Kit Bash. Much appreciated, mate. Ding, ding. Hey, excellent.
I'm streaming into my channel as well, Terry.
Finished doing the rounds. Excellent, Kit Bash. Teresa Smith says, hi, Kit Bash. And David Markey says, hello, Kit Bash. That's what I do. You don't mind, guys. My mouth is incredibly dry. I need to go and get some more OJ. Or I might even get coffee. Or
More beer.
hang on, this is for Dominique, this. Dominique, during the football yesterday, I was actually drinking some Dutch beer. Look at that. But no more. I'm back on the wagon. Teetotal. Unless we do a poll and I say, should Terry drink during all his streams? So I'm going to be back in 2 seconds, guys, if you don't mind. I'm just going to go grab a coffee or a drink or something.
Yep.
One,
All good, Matt.
two,
Let's,
Oh, look at that.
let's not alcoholic best. I shall bring him in.
Yeah.
Hello, Dominic.
Hello, John.
Hello, everyone.
hi Dom.
Hi, Natasha.
So, Dominic, what have you got on your bench that you're going to be working
What
on?
I have on my bench. Okay, I go make Carrie really happy, I think.
Yeah. Just,
I have
just a shame he's not here to see
a
them.
couple things on my bench, but one is I go farther with it. This one, I have this on my bench, but it's a work in progress thing. I go not building this tonight. I'm not in the mood for it, but this is the building.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
2 floors and a second place for an office. But there's a really big diorama from 25 or 25 centimeters. And I go tonight, doing my painting. I was painting this,
Oh, yes.
Yes.
and I go making a little bit more.
Ooh.
Yeah, we say it highlights.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more. And I need to fix that eye. You have one eye is really small, and the other one, you cannot see it on this one, this side, is really big.
It could be he's squinting through one eye.
Yeah, maybe, but I think I make the paint job not really good. Yeah, I need to paint it a little bit more. So yeah, that is what I'm doing today of tonight. Danielle is walking the newspapers. I can stream for an hour, maybe longer. I don't know.
Okay. Right. Okay. Take you from that. And I'll catch up with chat and Terry's absence. The Candygram from Mongo is in. He says, "Good evening, everyone." He will not be able to interact, but he will be listening along as he's able to. Hi, Jeff. Welcome. And people just saying hello to Jeff, David, Teresa, and David again. Yes. Right. Oh, let me just sort that out. There we go. Photos, all messages. There we go. And Natasha's muted herself. Oh, she's unmuted herself now.
Yeah. Try. I didn't want to make too much noise looking for a silly little part. Didn't want it, annoy me too much. You know how noisy these things can get.
Yes. I remember Lego when I was a small child until I inherited the Meccano set.
Mm.
And Lego was packed back in the toy cupboard.
Yeah, mechanic. That is the same thing as Meccano, right?
Yeah, it's Meccano. Yeah, it's the exact same stuff. Meccano.
Yeah, I had that. I had that in my time too. I got a really big, we say that, really big crane.
Yeah.
With a truck and a trailer.
There was.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that was in the 90s, I think.
Yes. Yes, I had
I
this.
got it from my mother.
Yes, I had it in the early 80s. Because I grew up in the care system, we had bulk toys. Everyone got to play with the bulk toys. And if it wasn't everybody, it was the older boys that seemed to play with Meccano. And then as I became the older boy, I got to play with the Meccano, and that was my toy that I loved playing with.
Yeah.
Sit there for hours with screws, bolts, washers, and strips of
Yeah.
metal and a screwdriver.
Yeah, I did it too. I could in that time I was hours and hours busy in the evenings after school.
Yeah. In fact, there was locally, just across the road from where I live, we had a local drop-in centre and information centre, an action group, and they had in their window for many months during the summer period a Meccano Ferris wheel. That was fully lit up, and it used to do the rounds. It was obviously somebody local had that and had made it. And I used to think, Meccano, I'd love to play with that again. And we're joined in chat by Muse. Hello, Marcy.
Hello.
Welcome to the
Hi,
stream.
Marcy.
Hey, Marcy. I know her from the American. Live stream.
And we're also now joined in chat by GMC Joe Souza.
Hi, dude.
Hi, Joe. Welcome to the stream. He's saying, howdy all from muggy Rhode Island. Right, where did I get to? So, right, what was I going to? Right. 3 drops. 1, 2,
Wrong one.
2 drops of you. 1, 2. Brush going. Just help.
This will be a car one day.
It will grow up to be a car, Tasha. And if you let Terry at it, it will grow up to be a radio-controlled car with lasers.
Yeah.
Light.
I bet it would as well, wouldn't it? Yeah, you can add, turn it into the remote control thing, but sadly, I don't understand all that stuff. So that's me.
As I said yes the other day when you were doing it, it's a STEM kit, science, technology, engineering, and maths kit.
Yeah,
I reckon that all of that stuff would be provided by if this was an educational tool, by the
True.
education department that was teaching that particular course.
yeah.
Yay! I've still got a channel.
Yes,
Mhm.
and
So
I've,
there.
I've been keeping up to date with the chat. Let me just check. I am up to. Muse joined us. GMC Joe Souza joined us, as did Dominique.
Awesome.
And we also have now in chat the Flying Dutchman, Dutch Dave's modelling bench. He says, "Good evening, all."
Hello, Dave.
Right, I have to.
Sorry, but
Oh,
I'm
Terry, play nice.
Big hi to my friend from the Netherlands, Dominique. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Sorry about yesterday.
No, you're not.
It's not. Don't
Yesterday?
listen
What
to
was
him.
yesterday?
Thing is,
I'm
I know
not.
you're not into football, so it doesn't matter, does it?
Oh, that football stuff. Oh no, not my thing.
Also, Dutch Dave. Sorry, I know it shouldn't have been a penalty. I know it, but
Yeah.
hey, sometimes you get the luck of the draw.
I'm painting this, Terry.
Oh, let's put Dominique on big.
Right, so where the F does this go?
Cthulhu.
I don't know where it is. This something from a computer game.
Right.
My brother, he said it's from a computer game. I
Oh,
have
look at it.
4 different figures and are 12 different available, and I have 4, so I need the other 8 in a couple of
Absolutely
months.
loving that leather effect, mate.
That's not finished. This is only the base color.
Right.
The leather that is I'm using this flat brown. and then I do the leather brown on it.
Vallejo taking over the world.
Yeah, I using not only that, I using this oak Vallejo model game color.
Thing is, both me and Scott have been raving about Vallejo. Just great paint.
Yeah, it is great paint for the brush.
Awesome, that mate.
Thank you.
Right, let me say a quick hi to everyone joining us in chat. We've got GMC Joe Souza. Mate, welcome aboard, buddy. He's from Rustio, Rhode Island in the United States of America. And so is Marcy. Marcy, how you doing? Welcome. That's Scale Model Muse. Right. Hang on, I've lost the last chat. Did we get that?
Nope.
Did we do that one, Panzer?
No, we haven't.
Right, okay.
I just went down to where Joe Souza joined us in chat.
Okay. There we go. GFC Joe Souza says, howdy all from muggy Rhode Island. Warm and damp. Teresa says, hi, Marcy. Lots of hellos going on. Hello, hello, hello. Marcy says, pretty gross here, Joe. Pretty gross here too, Joe. So not nice weather in the States right now. Well, we can join the gang. It's really cold in the UK. I don't know what's going on with our weather. I think it's the Russians. They've got control of the weather at the minute. GFT Joe Susan says liquid air. Scale Mon Moo says, yep. Marcy says, swimming in my own lungs. It says, have to check daily for palm trees and gators. You'd think they moved us south while we slept. Dutch Dave says, evening all. Welcome aboard, Dutch Dave, the hardest working man on the entire internet. David Markey says, and a speeding ticket. David Markey says, speeding. There we go. Corrected himself. Teresa Smith says, hi, Dutch Dave. David Markey says, hello, Dave. Marcy says, Vallejo and Pro Acryl are the best. I've got to agree with you, Marcy. I think Vallejo and some of the Games Workshop paints as well. I like those, but easily Vallejo better than Tamiya in my mind. It's just that I've got lots of Tamiya paint to use before I swap over to wholly Vallejo, but I will be. There's a big hurricane and we're catching what's left. I get you.
Oh, yes, that's right, yeah.
That's because it shifted the weather. Yeah, that's it. Do you know, honestly, everyone is talking about the weather in the UK at the moment because right now it's supposed to be high summer and we're getting maybe it's a little bit of sunshine, but then it's raining, wind, sleet, snow. It's just mental.
Right.
Joseph says, just took a cool shower. It helps. You're just trying to get Marcy in the shower, Joe. Yep, welcome aboard. Wherever you're watching from, whoever channel you're coming in from right now, because I know this is being multi-streamed to Ron's channel, to Scott's channel, to Panzer's channel. Natasha, are you streaming to yours as well?
No.
Okay, no Natasha's channel tonight, but doubtless they'll dive into mine anyway. Welcome aboard, everyone. And as usual, streaming to Rumble, Twitch, X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and, of course, the wonderful YouTube in full glorious. Ready, Panzer? 1080p.
Waiting for that. 1080p.
You've got to remember that when he first started streaming, it was all he did was 1080p.
Yes.
Glorious. And it became one of those things where it became almost like a meme. So, of course, you've got to take the Michael out of the meme.
Yeah.
I don't mind. It's become a thing
Does
now.
it mean it's £10 80p?
Yeah. that's probably how much he spent on his camera.
The god of internet modeling has joined us. Lindsay's Bills is in the chat.
Hi, Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Marcy says, Games Workshop are good, just too expensive for what you get, and pigments are questionable. Mixing doesn't come out how you expect, and those damn pots. I put the ones that I can into droppers. Yeah, I get what you mean. I should clarify what I mean by what I like about the Games Workshop paints is that they are one and done. One coat on anything, and so far, with the 5 or 6 paints that I've experienced from them, you can't see through it. It's not translucent at all. So, and I love that. One and done, painted, done. No primer needed or anything like that. So, yeah, that's what I like about them. Marcy says, "Hey, Lindsay." David Markey says, "Hello, Lindsay." And that's the chat cut up with. I can get back to doing my detailing.
It's Lord Lindsay, please, Terry.
Oh, it's Lord Lindsay now.
Yes.
I'm guessing he's been knighted by Lord Peter then, has he?
Yes.
Where's he gone?
He kneeled beneath the royal bread knife.
Yeah.
We got Junkworks joining us as well. Hey, Junkworks, welcome aboard, mate.
Hey, Scott, well done. Welcome.
Hello.
Scott Junkworks is another incredibly talented AFV modeler.
Right, is Scott someone we should be inviting on here?
He would be, but he doesn't do live streams.
Ah, okay, no worries.
Apart
Well,
from
out there, Junkworks, if ever you want to join us.
we've been trying desperately to get him to come back onto Philip Prime's stream, but apparently he's embarrassed about his accent.
What accent does he have?
He has an Orcadian accent.
Oh, what?
Because an Orcadian accent. Because
Orkney.
Scott is from the Orkney Islands up here in Bonnie, Scotland.
Oh,
Nothing wrong.
hello.
There's nothing wrong with an Orkney accent.
I heard cheering there.
All I'm gonna say is, if it gets too rowdy, next door to getting drunk.
I thought it just was on about when I said about Scott being from the Orkney Islands up here in Scotland.
It was timing.
Yeah, Marcy, one of my big bugbears with Tamiya's white, yellow, and red is that they're almost see-through, straight from the bottle. And once I got some white Games Workshop paint, my God, revelation! One coat, not see-through. So that's what gives me my opinion on the Games Workshop thing. But like I say, I don't have a lot of Games Workshop paints, just the ones that I have used. Perfect. But I'm getting a collection of Vallejo now. I think I've got about 12 bottles of the Vallejo, and every single colour has been spot on. Truth says hi to the Junkworks. Marcy says, "I'm no fan of speed paints as they're more opaque than I like." It's whatever suits you as a modeler. I can only talk from my experience. I'm not going to say the whole of the Games Workshop selection of paints is brilliant because I haven't got that experience.
Yes,
I've got experience with every single different colour to Tamiya though, and I know it's very hit and miss.
Tamiya.
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 Okay, let's go back. It's not Airfix. That's what we're going to call it from now on.
Okay.
Tamiya.
Call it Hobbyland.
Tomato.
You were saying about how opaque the Citadel Games Workshop paints are. That wasn't always the case. Their white was worse than Tamiya's white. Their yellow, original yellow, was worse than Tamiya yellow.
Right.
It was multiple coats. You had to base white it in order to actually see it.
And I've noticed as well, whenever they change the paint mixture, because some bod scientist says, "Oh, you can't put that in the paint anymore because it'll give you cancer," just like everything else on this planet gives you cancer now. They changed the paint mix, and it seems to go all screwed from that point. What was it, about 15 years ago? Tamiya changed the entire range.
Yeah.
And it just, I think since that point, Tamiya paint hasn't been as good.
Tamiya paints don't seem to go as far as they used to go. You get a bottle of Tamiya paint, you can paint one model out of it, and that's it. You used to be able to have a bottle of that, and maybe two or
it's
three
a lot
models.
thinner now. The pigment isn't there. Marcy just said Games Workshop white has super heavy pigment. Good white paint is hard to find in hobby colours. It is. Same as yellow and red as well.
Oh well.
Not so much red, but definitely yellow. Junkwork says, "I'm shy pantser." LOL.
Yes, I know. Right, that's it.
Anyway, Marcy's awake. I'm going to throw him back here. Hang on. Hang on a minute. Let's go back to there. Marcy says, I use other products that are white. Airbrushing inks is one of them. Marcy says, white, yellow, black are difficult to get right. Manuel's joined us as well. Hey, Manuel from Portugal. Hey, afternoon, Terry, and all in chat and stream.
Hi, Manuel.
Hi, Manuel.
Oh, by the way, Sunday, let me check the time. Let me check the time first. England v Spain. What time is it on at? I think it's on at 7.
Wait, does that mean France get knocked out?
France
Yeah.
has been knocked out.
Bummer.
No, it was a tactical retreat, Panzer.
Yeah. I thought France had beaten Spain because I thought the final would be between France and Britain.
Oh, come on, what time is it? Here we go.
Sorry, I'll correct that. France and England.
$8 p.m. BST. Okay.
Yep.
So I'll be streaming from 7. So
I
Sunday
would
night,
I would
streaming from
hold
7.
I
Go
would
on, mate.
hold off on that because Connie's doing her stream on Sunday night, 5 o'clock UK time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I won't be on for 10 hours. Junkworks, Tamaya white is the only white I can get to work. I just thin it down to 40%, paint 605 thinner, and run it through the airbrush at around 35 psi in multiple coats. I'm the same with the white. That's what I'll do because you have to. But if I'm brush painting, I'll use the Games Workshop white because it genuinely is one coat and done, with or without a primer. Marcy says, hey, Manuel. Scale Model Muse, yep. Manuel says, hi, Marcy. Marcy says, paint is also affected by your environment. So that's another issue. Yeah, I'll tend to not do any painting when it's really, really warm. Around about, I don't know, 20, 21 degrees is fine. Tops for me. And David says, hi, Manuel. And that's the chat got up with. Right, hopefully I can let some more chat come in and carry on with my dotting. So as I mentioned before, on areas where I've got shallow rivets on this, don't get me wrong, 99% of the rivets on this are deep enough and bang on. But the ones where I really want, because the top half of this, I want it to look bang on, because that's the bit most people are going to see. They're not going to be looking underneath it. So I'm deepening all of the shallow rivets. So even if I do get paint in them, the shadow will make it look black anyway. So I've done that, that's fine. This is the nose cowl. And one of the things I mentioned before as well about this Spitfire, if I can, let's go biggity on me for a minute. Sorry guys, I'm going to steal the screen.
Again.
I'll come to you chaps in a second, trust me. Right. One of the things I did notice on this, because I had quite a few goes at, ignore the tissue paper, that's just there to stop me painting it. Once you've built the engine on this, and it is about, I don't know, 30, 40 pieces for the engine. Once that's all together, you get to slot it in. And if, like me, you set it without putting the outer cowls on to make sure it's level and straight, it's going to end up on an angle, some kind of weird squiffy angle. And that means none of your outside cowls are going to fit properly. And if you're going to do this model with little magnets to hold your cowls on so that you can take it on and off and show off the engine, because the engine detail is absolutely superb on this, then yeah, dry fit, get your cowls all cut off the sprues, dry fit it with all your cowls on. Then when you glue it, before the glue sets, And I wouldn't use the Tamiya fast setting stuff. I'd use something a bit slower, like where's my old Revel Blue? I think you know what I mean.
Yes,
slow
the blue
setting.
bottles.
Well, for that, I'll use that because it's a lot slower and it gives you a little bit of leeway before it sets. So a bit slower setting, get your engine put on, then put all your outer cowls on. And when all your cowls are on, tape it so your engine stays nice and even. Otherwise, it will be an absolute nightmare to get all these cowls to fit without massive gaps. And I think I've managed it on this. But I know so many other people have had problems with it. And they blamed Airfix, and it's really not their fault. Bad workman always blames his tools. Anyway, right, get me off the screen. Bit more chats come in. Here we go. Manuel says, hi, David Markey. Little history sprog. Hello, Dad. Hey. That's one of my daughters. Welcome aboard. David Markey says, today I thought, great,
You got the day off.
Great, I got the day off. 8:30 this morning. Got the dreaded message. Shall we go shopping? Well, I've currently got 2 days off as well. I'm off on Friday. Then the weekend I've got a few things to sort out. But hey, yeah, enjoying it. Little History Sprog says, hello everyone. Says,
Hello, little history sprog.
Cruiser says, hi FB. Joe Sousa says, Krylon spray paint is not oil-based. It is actually made with a combination of acrylic and solvent-based resins, which gives it a fast-drying and durable finish. I use it to paint plastic. Yeah, I've got a few rattle cans for doing some of the big stuff, like the 1-2-18s and 1-16s, which I find invaluable, mate. But it's not Krylon, it's, I can't see the label on it now.
Plastic coat.
That's it, plastic coat. And it's fine. I used the plastic coat on the GT4 that I did in red. Marcy says some of those paints are too hot for model plastic. Junkwork says 21 degrees. I would melt. It was a high of 13 here today. Oh no, I didn't mean it. It's 21 degrees here. It's like really cold here at the moment. I think it's about 13, maybe it's 12 outside. Marcy says, I had Krylon destroy an older model. David Markey says, hello, Sprog. Marcy says, 21 is only 69. And that's not even hot. Yeah, well, I'll paint below that temperature. If I'm spraying, especially. Joe says, I use it to change car interior color changes. Cool. Right, I am gonna fly across to Ron for a little while. Give some big screen time. Yeah. Everybody gets a bit of big screen time round here, Ron.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
You see, Ron, Terry's generous, whereas unlike yourself with your sausage rolls.
Mind you, if I had a Greg sausage rolls and pies, I wouldn't be sharing either, to be honest.
Thank you, Jerry.
I've still yet to get my first Outlaw paints, by the way. I know Moz is flogging them now.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I have a golden rule when I'm shopping on the internet. I only ever pay with PayPal. I never give my credit card details direct into a website. And that's the only method he's got of paying over there.
I thought you already ordered some paints.
No, I was going to. I'd got through it the first time, but they didn't have any stock and they gave me my money back, right? So the second time, when Moz said on his shop he's got it, I went over to the shop, got it in my basket, went to the pay bit, and the only way you can pay is by putting your credit card details in, and I ain't doing that.
Ah, right. Yeah.
The only place online that's got my credit card details is PayPal, and that's it. And it's not even that; it comes straight out of my bank account.
Hmm.
You know that thing on PayPal where you can either use their credit or mark out, take it straight from your bank account. That's what I've got marked out because their interest rates are insane.
Oh, there you go, Stevie T.
Welcome aboard, Steve. I just saw that. I'm going to wind down the chat again because we've got loads coming in. Marcy says, I'll stay with Tamaya and Mr. Products in rattle cans. Yep, Marcy, after the time, it's whatever you're used to and confident we're using, I think. But I am definitely going to get more Vallejo colours because I've been impressed with them. I really have. Even their air ones. Me and Scott were on about this the other day. Their air ones, even for just using it to brush paint, it's just as good. Joe says any colour change needs a primer sealer first. Totally agree. I'm the laziest git in the world for that. Half the time, pull in the China shop, start putting the model together, start painting it straight away without putting the primer on. But from now on, I'm going to start using a primer. Kit Bashkani says, just back subs was away for a bit. Sorry if anyone said anything and I didn't reply. It's only because I don't see it, not because I'm ignoring one. So always take it as I've probably just not seen or heard. Yeah, because Kit Bash is on his phone. Mike says, even with that, it's still happened. Stevie T says, man's model moments sell to Outlaw Paints and uses PayPal. I'd paid with PayPal. Oh, man's model moments. Okay. If he's got it back in stock, I'm going to purchase now. I'll do this first, and then you can witness me buy this online right now, live. Kit Bash says, love you all. Also, project's looking good. Thank you, Kit Bash. Marcy says, can you get a Visa card or something like that? We've solved it now, Marcy. Josie says, sometimes chemicals don't mix. Snail Model Muse says, old plastic is different. David Mike says, hello, Stevie T. Teresa says, Stevie T. Right, I'm off to Man's Model Moments and purchase that chrome that I've been after. So we might just get that comparison on the go now, because what I wanted to do is get the Outlaw Paints Chrome, which everyone's been hysterical about, and compare it to my AK Super Chrome. Hello and welcome to Man's Model Moments. My model is 4 modelers. Right, let's go. Oh, this is going to turn out to be a big advert for Man's Model Moments now. Right, paint.
Man's Model Moments. That is, his name is Alex.
Alex, that's it.
Yeah.
Does he have a search function on here? I can't see the search. There it is. Search Chrome. Outlaw Paints. Chrome oxide. No, I don't want that. Chrome oxide green.
He was the person that sent me the decals from Terry's seniors build.
Yeah, I got my decal. I'm going to be told off again. Is it decals or decals?
Decals.
I want decals because it's easier for my brain.
Somebody uses the term water slide transfers
Mm.
because you use water to transfer them and they slide.
Mm.
Yeah, here in the Netherlands we say decals.
Excuse me.
I can't find it on his website. Outlaw. Right. I don't think he's got the chrome, you know. Come on, people in chat. Find me this chrome paint on Man's Model Moments. I can't find it. He's got chrome 8 yellow, but I can't find straight chrome.
Noisy birdies.
Oh, come on. Outlaw.
You want the Outlaw Paints Chrome?
I'm on the app. Yeah, Outlaw Paints Chrome. I'm on Man's Model Moments. Have you found it?
No, he have no Outlaw Paints. Then you need to Moz.
No, Moz doesn't take PayPal.
He take no PayPal.
Nope.
Oh, then I can never order there.
That's what I'm saying. Most people online they use PayPal, so he needs to get PayPal.
Yeah, for me it's only possible to use PayPal, want I have no credit card. That is with what I have money in the month. Is that not possible?
No, Dominique, there's one simple thing on surer than anything on this planet. If you give your credit card details to numerous just straight websites, it's going to get hacked at some point. The only people who haven't been hacked so far for credit card details is PayPal.
Yeah.
Okay. No, for me it's easy. I have no credit card.
And that's because PayPal pay all the hackers to hack everybody else's site to make people get PayPal because it's safer.
Yeah.
I'll take my tinfoil hat off now.
Yes, please do.
Bye-bye account. And we've just lost Instagram. Right, has anyone found this Chrome yet?
Nope. I have found titanium.
It's got everything else, but
It could just well be that he doesn't have it advertised because he's got a lot of pre-orders that he has to fulfill first. It's a bit like Mr. Hobby finishing Surfacer Black.
right.
It's either in stock or it's out of stock. And by the time you go and get you boot up the computer and put the page on, they've sold out again.
Just reading the chat. Right, I'm going to give up. He's got every other colour, but he ain't got Chrome. I knew he wouldn't. Mo, sort your stuff out and get some bloody PayPal on your shop. Ding dong. Marcy says there, water slides. Lol. I'm lost where we are now. LWM Modeling's joined us as well. Hey, and LWM, welcome aboard.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Hello.
We're multi-streaming tonight to numerous people's channels, so people will be coming in from all over the place, not just Rumble, Twitch, X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. In full glorious 1080p, everyone's streaming to their channels, which is great. And welcome everyone aboard. Let me get the camera up so you can tell who's talking. Yeah, welcome, Elbin. Yeah, we did that. Taboldigo says hi, everyone. Teresa Smith says hi, TBG. TBG in the house.
Hello, TBG.
Now, I know one person who could find that Chrome on James's website. TBG, we're trying to find the Outlaw Paints Chrome on Man's Model Moments website. I can't find it. Do us a favour, mate. Marcy's waving. GMC says Eastwood Shiny Chrome Finish Liquid Base Coat Chrome Black Spray. $97. 8 ounces. Yeah. What?
That's a lot of paint, 8 ounces.
It is, but $100 nearly.
Want to be good.
It'd suck if you spent 100 quid and it was absolute.
Well, AK Super Chrome is still the best Chrome I've come across. so far. Ted's Cars and Guitars has joined us. Hey, Ted, welcome aboard, mate.
Hello, Ted.
Hello.
Right,
David
what
Marcus
was-
like James. Joe Souza says 8 ounces over $100. David Marcus says hello, Ted. Teresa Smith says laughing out loud at TVG. Yes, I let him out ages ago. Mike's back now. Welcome back, Mike.
Mike.
That's Mike and Teresa from smithsbeads.co.uk. Here comes the advert. If you like, this channel isn't just about plastic kit modeling. It's for anyone who's got a hobby or a maker. And one of the things that's quite big in the community at the moment, really exploded, is diamond dots or diamond art, if you prefer. Basically, you get a big picture. I've got one up behind me. Let me just, I've got a couple up there, actually. The Spitfire, one with a little Tigger there. And basically, you just put different coloured dots on all over the place, and they come out really sparkly pictures. And Mike and Teresa have got themselves a little business. They are main importers into the UK of all your diamond art. So smithsbeads.co.uk, head over there. Nothing in this for me. I just like giving a promotion to people who are part of the community and take part in this community. It's got a great little shop. And they also do bespoke work. So if you've got a picture that you want converted to diamond art, they do all that. You get your blank, and then they supply all the dots and stuff to go on it, all your little crystals. Just brilliant stuff. So that's smithsbeads.co.uk. Make great Christmas presents as well. We're not that far away. I hate to say it. This year has flown.
It has.
Yeah, you know Christmas is coming when your local co-op starts having mincemeat pies.
Or a little Christmas tree appears on my bench. Teresa Smith says, hi, Ted's Calgary Cow. Penny popped in as well. Hey, Penny says, evening, losers. There's got to be a part 2 to that somewhere. Scale Model Muse says, that's our Marcy. That's why I say get a reloadable Visa gift card. They work the same as a normal Visa card. Yeah, good idea. Sprue's joined us as well. He says, oi, Terry, panel and chat. Hey, Sprue. We've got Sprue's show coming up right after
Hey,
mine.
Sprue.
Sprue, drop as many links to your show as you want, mate. Marcy says, minus the worry of info being stolen. Yeah, absolutely that. But again, that's why I trust PayPal. I've been going, 15, 16 years now, still not been hacked, and you would have thought they would be a major target. TVG says Sprue. Marty says, hey, Dave. Tree says, hi, Sprue. I'm nearly at the bottom of the chat. Penny says, oh, wait, I thought I was on Dom's channel. Turns out I'm on Ron's. Evening, winners.
Yep,
I
you won.
still maintain we were seriously lucky, though, with that penalty. Seriously lucky. TVG says, apparently the Chrome's being shipped from Oz. Okay. I'll wait till he gets it in stock, man. I would have bought from Oz's channel, but they don't take PayPal, and that's the only way I pay for anything online. And that's not an advert for PayPal. It's just what I do. I feel safer using it. But if PayPal want to send me some money, they can. Marcy says, for a one-to-one, sure, not for models, FFS. Yeah, we know what you're saying. Joe Souza says, a Chrome Tiger. Oh, that'd be great. It would look cool.
You've got to go to TBG's comment and ask.
Hang on, which one?
Wait a minute, I'll highlight it. No, it's moved. There we go. There it is. Somebody's added chat in.
Mate, I'm a maintenance man in a hotel. I know what that does. It's just a macerator. And if people don't know what a macerator is, sometimes when you have to pump liquids and stuff from lower down than your sewer pipes, you have a box which contains a basically bunch of teeth that mashes everything up and sends it and pumps it up to where it's meant to go. And things like panty liners and blue roll and other things tend to choke it up. And I'm the man who's got to go and empty it all out. Yes, I get the great jobs. Right, where was I? I've lost the comment I was on now. Right, TBG says Alex isn't any in stock, hence it won't be on his website. Yeah, okay, I'll just wait till he gets it in stock, mate. I can wait. TBG says Molotov Chrome refills. Is that them pens that you're on about, TVG?
Yes, these things. Where is it? Mine's is just here, actually. I was just looking at mine. I need to order a replacement. You can buy these things.
Yeah.
Liquid chrome. Lovely. Absolutely unbelievable how they
Does
go.
you mean get the refills and empty it in a pot for spraying or something?
You can indeed. You can buy these. I think I paid £8 for this, and you can buy a 30 milliliter refill bottle. I think it's £22 from that well-known South American river company.
Don't get me wrong, I've used those in the past. They are impressive, but obviously for large areas, I've been using the Chrome.
You can actually thin it and spray it through your airbrush.
Right.
You can apply it by airbrush, just thin it. I reckon about 40%. Someone was saying you can take the contents. There's not a lot actually in the pens, but the beauty of it is if you thin it down and you to put it through your airbrush, what you haven't used, you can pour straight back into the pen that's pre-diluted, ready for your next time.
Yeah, I am going to do the big comparison. I'm already collecting a bunch of different chromes, and there will be a video out as soon as I get the Outlaw stuff of a direct comparison, both brushing and airbrushing, and it'll be even just an honest opinion of which one's got the most mirror-like finish, because that's what we're all searching for. If we want a chrome, we want a proper mirror finish, and AK is the closest I've come to.
The only problem with Molotov is it's very, you can't handle it for a while.
Yeah, I get you. And Marky says she uses AK Chrome or Molotov. Quite a big subject is this chroming, because the American car guys, they've got it down to a fine art.
Yeah. Well, you've got to remember that the car kits, especially things from the 1960s and 70s, had a lot of chrome on them, and of course they come with that chrome plating. And of course, when you cut the components off the frame, there's always that gap, and it's re-chroming it. And silver paint just doesn't work.
No, not at all.
And then the American guys, and to an extent now in the UK, they strip the chrome off the plastic and then completely repaint it.
LWM Modeling says, still watching, just going to stuff my face for the next 20 minutes. Great idea. GFC Josie says, can you all go around and say what you're building? Yep, I shall do that right at the bottom of this chat. Just give me a second, Joe. Marcy says, we do not discuss Christmas till after my birthday. David Mike says, hello, David. TVG says, important note, don't... Yeah, no, we did that one. And Spruce putting a link into his show coming up directly after mine in about... It's 8 p.m, isn't it, Spruce show?
It is indeed, yes, 8 p.m.
Right, okay. In about 45 minutes. Kitbash Carnage says, whoop, whoop. Spruce says, send me a wing if you want the link. A wink if you want the link. Dave Max says, evening, Ron. Wink, there we go. Dave Max says, evening, folks. David Max says, hello, Kitbash. David Max says, hello, LWM. Lots of hellos going on. Hello, 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 hello. Marty says, none of those products should ever go in the loo. You're damn right. Even with or without a macerator.
I'm waiting for a European Union directive to say that you can't put poo down the loo. It'll come. Well, you can guarantee it will come.
I don't know if I should say this on here.
Go on, say it.
Probably not.
Go on, make us laugh.
Yeah, well, I've actually had human poos block the macerator. They've been that hard.
Yeah, that's why there's an expression in Glasgow: minding half that log. What it means is you nip it and cut it to little bits, otherwise you end up
talking about this, and the size of them. I'm just.
Some people are
human.
There used to be, right back at the start of the internet, a well-known website called RateMyPoo.com.
I'm telling you, poo's the diameter of a rattle can.
I hope no one's eating still.
just just to give people an idea. Wait a minute, I've got a rattle can here. So here's a rattle can.
I am a maintenance man in a hotel. Well, I'm a maintenance manager, but I've still got to get my hands dirty.
That's a rattle can. And this is a bottle of, everyone's got one of these, a bottle of Halo paint.
Look, your feet, because you're holding
you
it
can
right up
see
to the
the
camera.
difference.
Anyone on a
You
big
can-
screen right now is going to be in shock. Right, J-Rock does stuff. Just doing my usual drop in and lurk while I work. I hope everyone is doing killer today. Thank you, J-Rock.
Yes.
David Markey, hello. Jay, Kit Bash says, now, Ron, what's the prize? Did I miss something? Because I'm way back on the chat, that's why. I do apologise. I'm trying to catch up. J-Rock says, hello today, David. TBG says, macerator. That's Terry's Muzzy. Oh, too many in jokes. People first time watching ain't going to get these. I better explain. Obviously, I've built a 124 Airfix Mosquito and I made it full remote control and put motors in it that were far too powerful. I was doing a live demo and I upped the power and it flew off the bench. I went to catch it with my hands and it chopped up my fingers. Hence the macerator. That's Terry's Mozzie. There we go. Therese Smith said, hi, J-Rock. Marcy says 40%, maybe too much. So test it, but yeah. Kitbash Carnage. Oh, Chrome. GSW just brought out a new Chrome. GSW? Is that Games Workshop?
Green Stuff World.
Green Stuff.
Yeah. They do a nice range of products. I have one of their products, which is this UV light resin,
Right.
which I used to create the lights when I drilled out the lights on the back of the vehicle there.
Awesome. Right, I'll have to check out that Green Stuff one. I'm just going to make a note. I need some of that if I'm going to do my comparison.
Yeah, Cole and Sprue's been using it.
Right, okay. Mike says Revel has a rattle can chrome, but it's spray. Yeah, that was I actually saw another video of someone using that, and it did look stunning.
And then you went to find it, discovered it can only be bought in certain countries. It's £20 a can, and I think it's what, 40 quid carriage.
You've been down that rabbit hole then.
I have indeed, because I thought, oh, that looks interesting. Let's try that.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's
Well,
available
on
from
YouTube, I
Revel.
thought, hang on a minute, that can't be paint because it did look like a mirror. TBG says, fortunately, the maintenance manager at a posh hotel, my brother, ex-Thames water engineer, sorted it. There we go. J-Rock does stuff. Hello, Teresa. Scamwell moves. Most kit chrome sucks. It does. I totally agree. Sprue says, a macerator, Terry's false teeth. Thanks, Sprue. TVG, another link in there. Marcy says, you'd think they were elephants. Yeah, Marcy. Get back Carnage laughing. I think that was at the whole macerator thing that we did. Marcy says, glad I put my paintbrush down. Dave Markey, Terry, blame the hotel chef's cooking. Thing is, I've got my suspicions, and I think it is the chefs that do those submarines, whatever you want to call it. JC's joined us. Hey, JC, welcome aboard. Mate.
JC.
Hi, JC. JC Bricks and Builds. Hey, Teresa. Marcy says, Green Stuff World is great stuff too. I don't possess any Green Stuff World paint at all. But
Is
it's
that an R2 cap?
sorry, Scott.
Is that an R2 cap?
Yes, it is actually. I'm doing it deliberately. I'm trying to bait Sprue.
If you want to bait Sprue, get a Dalek mug.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I've got a dusty bin mug as well, but I thought that was a bit too far. Marcy says it's like $30 plus delivery. What is that for the Rebel stuff? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Kitbash says, yeah, their fluorescent range is good. They glow under black light. Adds nice touches like secrets that comes out only in black light. So 2 looks in 1, if that makes sense. Yeah, I get you. Tez Carlson Guitar says it's a bit expensive, but I use Revel Chrome spray can. Love it. Yeah, totally agree, Ted. If I could get my hands on some, they'd be in the comparison. But like Panzer said, it's not available in this country. So LWO Modeling says slightly less than 20 minutes, but I was starving. Good job, buddy. Stephen Haynes has joined us in the chat. Hey, Stephen,
Hey,
welcome
Stephen.
aboard, mate.
Hey, Stephen.
Terry, Carl, Panzer, Tasha, Dominique, Scott, and Ron.
Hello.
Chat, of course. Lots of hellos going out. Hello. I'm nearly at the bottom chat. Get in there. Boom. Get rid of all the hellos. Alderman Molly says, got a film crew coming tomorrow to film a quitting smoking video for the NHS. Need to tidy up the bench before the morning.
Ooh.
Just as bad as me then. Lots of hellos going on again. Hello. That's all the chat done. I can get back to doing my dots again. Here we go. So as I mentioned before, what I'm doing is, because some of the rivets on here are very shallow, I'm just making sure that when I do my detailing on this, I don't lose them, because there's going to be a few coats of paint going on top of it. I'm just poking them out.
Don't sneeze.
See, Scott, you've just mentioned that, and I'm trying to hold one back.
Yeah, but you're not doing the same thing as Terry.
Okay, I shall do what somebody asked you to go around the benches and say what people are doing. I shall start with Scott. Scott,
I'm doing that.
he's doing that. Does the wife know you're doing that?
Ain't no wife. That's pretty much. Well, I've done the wheels as well. I've just got to put them on the sides of the tub here. But I can't do just yet because I did just paint it, and I'm waiting for it to dry properly, harden, because it'll just scratch off.
Okay, we shall now go to Tasha. Tasha, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
There you go. You're full screen, Tasha.
I'm building this.
And a 1/14 scale car.
Yep.
And how much did it cost, and where did you buy it from, Tasha?
The world famous Team U, and it cost me £6.
Wow.
And a good build.
No, seriously, I'm going to do it again. There must be thousands of parts to that, and for
There is
£6,
a hell of a lot of parts, and then there's stickers.
how can they do it for £6? That's ridiculous.
Leave it in
You
your
can make the
basket.
box for that for £6.
That's what I say. Keep it in your basket, and it just goes down and down and down.
Okay, and we shall now go to Ron. Ron, what are you
I'm doing the same as basically doing the same as Scott's doing, but I'm doing the British version of the Achilles.
Yeah. Okay, and we shall move over to Dominique.
You move to me.
Dominique,
Okay.
my friend from the Netherlands.
I was busy with painting, and I did a little bit of black in the green. You can see it a little bit. No, I see nothing. Maybe my light is better.
Yeah.
Out. Yes. Now you see the black
Wow.
in the
Yeah.
green.
Oh, very nice.
I did the face. I did it this afternoon. And this is the leather piece.
Wow.
That's very nice. Very good.
Yeah, that's what I did today. And now I am busy with the eyes. I have clear lacquer paint from Tamiya.
Not
And,
FX.
yeah. And I have a Greenster World UV resin. And I have, with that stuff, I have this little light. A blue light, an UV light. And then I mix it with the yellow a little bit. And then I do it in the eyes. That is what
Okay.
I'm doing now. Oh God, I am on big screen.
Yes.
Now there's pressure. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Okay. Let's do this. When I need another brush.
Just
I need to-
don't forget to breathe.
I need a cheap brush. Where's my cheap brush? Oh God. Yeah. Too much pressure. Come on, Spencer.
Okay, while you're looking for that brush, we shall go to Terry. Terry stopped doing what he's doing because he was enjoying watching Dominic suffer.
As I've explained a million times before, this is the absolutely marvellous 1:24 scale Spitfire Mark 9C new tool from 2023 by Airfix. It's a fantastic model. You can get this for under £80 now, brand spanking new, anywhere online. In fact, I've seen this as low as 67 quid on eBay, brand new, and not from a solo seller either, because he had 7 of them to get rid of. So now is your time to grab this. It is, as far as I'm concerned, in the top 10% of any model manufacturer on this planet as far as quality of models go.
Sorry, excuse me.
Were you coughing at no mention of mini art?
No, I was coughing because I had to.
All right.
Just a second. We're going to knock back to Dominic because he seems to have got his brush.
Okay.
Okay, Dominic.
And then need to dry it. And then the other eye.
And there you have it.
Cthulhu!
No,
That
come
looks
on,
good.
camera. Yeah, the camera will not focus. And I see a white spot.
paint you've used on that.
Yeah, I see a white spot, so I need to do it again.
Okay, Dom.
Okay.
Thank you, mate.
Right, back to you, Terry.
Right. Anyway, as I was saying, this, as far as quality is concerned and level of detail, it's easily in the top 10% of all models from any manufacturer that I've ever come across. It's glorious. And all I've been doing is just increasing the level of detail on this because obviously in any mold, when you've got thousands of rivets, some of them will be a little bit shallow. That's for any manufacturer. So all I'm doing is I've just sharpened up one of my pokey sticks to a very fine point, and it's slightly flattened, so it acts like a drill when I go in. I can't really get close enough to show you what this does, but I'm going to try. So, quick demo for you. First of all, let me get my camera in focus. I know it's all grubby because I've been using different paints. Plus, my bench is a mess. Right, so I don't think you're going to be able to see this, but I'm going to go for it. Hang on. Am I in focus there?
Yes.
Right, okay, so I will pick a dot, and you can see some deep ones there that were already done. And the reason why I'm making them deeper is when I put my coats of paint on for the camouflage and the weathering, if by chance there's no black in the hole, the shadow, with it being a deep hole, will still look black. So that's all I'm doing. I'm going in about 0.5 mil on the ones that are there, the really shallow ones, just to make them more visible. And you can't really see it on there. But anyway, when I do a video of this, there'll be some close-ups, some real macro shots, and you'll be able to see it. And I've been experimenting with, and I've already put a video out about this, the Gundam marker. Guy in the model shop, I was just talking to him about doing panel lines and maybe some quicker ways of doing it, and he recommended this. It's by Bandai, and it is an indelible marker, so it's an ink. You just run it along the panel lines and dot all your rivets, and it makes, for me, if you've got one plain colour to do and you're not going to put coats and coats of paint on it, like that's the underside finished on this, with its final coat of paint. All I've got to do is weather now, and I think you can agree that just after 2 passes with the airbrush, it's just, for me, a faster way of doing one plain colour. Now I won't be doing that on the top. I will still be using some paints after this, but all that's done just to give the demo of the Gundam paint. On this, I'll still be doing a coat of black, then a coat of metal, so I can just chip it in the places that I want, because the top part of this model is the bit that everyone's going to be looking at. I fully lit it as well. The cockpit's all lit up, the navigation lights work, and the signal light works. It's covered with tape at the moment, but there's an orange signal light under there, just have to trust me. And there we've got my magnetic battery connector, or power supply connector, and I'll just quickly show you how that works as well. So on here, you can't see it, but under there there's a couple of magnets, and basically I've got what's called a pogo connector. Anyone with a MacBook or an Apple product will know these well, because most Apple products now come with magnetic connectors for their power supplies. So that if you move your laptop or you pull your phone away, it doesn't rip the socket out or damage anything. So on this, it just magnetically clips on. So I hope you saw that. Let me do this again. You just hold it near, and I'll do it again. It just flies on, and you can't cock up. You can't get it the wrong way round, because the magnets are different polarities. If you try and turn it round and connect it incorrectly, it won't do it. It'll miss. So I think that's ace. And these are spring loaded. The little connectors on it are spring loaded. Just a great way of powering your models, because I didn't want a dirty great socket on it spoiling the look. I mean, yeah, you can see the line around that, but that's going to get filled, and you won't even see it when I'm done. I think a pretty good way of powering your models if you're going to light them up. So that's me done. Thank you, Panzer.
You're welcome. And as for myself, I am working away on weathering the AFV Club Husky Mark III vehicle mounted mine detector.
And that is stunning, mate. I've got to tell you, absolutely stunning.
While you were away getting coffee, I may have applied the darker earth tone round onto the mud guards, in front of the cab, on the rear mud guard, on the top of the cab, and on top of the mine detector parts. And I'm about to mix up the darker colour to put back onto the sides, having checked my reference photograph. So that's what I am doing.
Beautiful, that, Panzer. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
And that's what we are all up to. I'm just going to look down the chat. Lots of people saying hi to each other. In reference to what Natasha's making, Marcy says they can do it for £6 because it costs far less than £3 to produce. I can't see how they can do it for that. I can't. It's just the material's going to be more than £6.
Yeah, but you assume that they're manufacturing 10,000, and they can work out a unit cost to sell them for 20,000, so they can sell them at half the price. The more you make, the cheaper they become.
Well, I'd look at that that Natasha's building and compare it to something that would be comparable by Legos, right? So
Yes.
if that was comparable to a Legos, you'd be talking £60.
Yes, but that's because you're buying a brand name. You're buying a branded product.
Yeah, true.
And remember that if this is a government-sponsored program, that these kits are designed to be, the schools encourage the kids to go out and buy these kits. They want to be them as cheap as possible. So that's where the price is. They're probably being sold in bulk to education boards across the world.
I'm just going to take a bit of a time out and say thank you to the 40 plus people watching right now across all the platforms. Rumble, Twitch, X, formerly Twitter, we lost the Instagrammers a while ago, but they tend to hop over to the YouTube anyway when they're done. And YouTube, of course, everyone watching on everybody's channels on the YouTube. Welcome and thank you for watching. In full glorious 1080p.
£10.80p.
Yes.
I've got it out 5 times now. I'm really happy. So LWM Modelling says, I received my first Pontos PE set today. Not going to lie, the first peek in the box was accompanied by a wave of nausea, mate. I'm not going to tell you what I'd have felt. I can't stand Photo-X. I really can't. But I know there's some fans of it on the panel. Fancy.
Mm. I don't mind it. Mind you, I'm also pretty new to it too.
Not tonight, Sprue. I'm going to have to say hello to the wife at some point today. GFC Josu says calamari.
That's
Yeah.
in relation to
Dominique's
Dominique's. Yeah.
Sprue's dropped another link for his show coming up in exactly 23 minutes. We're going to get out of here in about 5 minutes, actually. Give people time to get ready, because I think some of the people on tonight's panel will be hopping over to Sprue's. DMC Joe Souza says, cool. I think that's in reference to Dominique's as well. JC says, Panzer, can you use Green Stuff World Clear UV resin water effect for car headlights?
Yep, as long as you've got a black light pen that Dominic had, this thing here, which will activate it, it gives off that blue light. You can use this stuff to do car headlights, as I did on the Husky.
Yeah, I do that. I do the same with cars. Sometimes you have the car lights and you lose one. Then you do a little bit of that stuff in it, and then you let it dry. It's really fast drying.
Yep, especially when you get the black light on it. Wait a second, I actually have a truck kit here that I've done it with the side lights.
Yeah,
There you go. There's the side lights. They've been done with that UV resin.
yeah.
Yep.
That is I got it for free from a company that was cleaning up. His plan was to stop with the model shop, online shop, only online. And later he make the decision. He going with that store only for his customers that more and more buying by him, and his stash for a little store is everything is in stock what he have on his website. And if it's not in stock, he remove it from the website.
Yep.
Just quickly from chat, Marcy is agreeing with Panzer there. You're buying a name and also paying for everything that gets the item to you. That's in regards to what Natasha's building there, the blocks thing for £6 from Temu. And then Marcy says, less people handling the product before it's sold, the lower the cost. Yeah, direct from the China manufacturer, straight via post to the purchaser. That's how Temu works, I'm guessing. Marcy says, maybe JC, try it out. JC says, the other best thing for building block sets is that they can do military stuff in which Lego refused to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, agree that. Who was it was showing me a tank from Temu?
Could have been Sprue, could have been JC, could have been Lindsay.
Not me.
I'm sure it was a fully motorized blocks one. Anyway, I digress. In fact, guys, let's get out of here because we've got Sprue's show starting shortly. I know some people have to get ready for it. So I am going to thank everyone for joining us on tonight's stream. We'll be back tomorrow, Friday. I don't know whether to do a 10 o'clocker or a 6 o'clocker. I think I'll go for the 10 o'clock. I'm not working tomorrow, so I might drop 2 on Friday. I might do an afternoon jobby and an evening one. So look out for that.
Yes,
Definitely do 10 o'clock.
Just if you're going to do an afternoon jobby, make sure you use the macerator.
Just as you started talking there, I thought that's where he's going with this. Because, by the way, for those uninitiated, jobby is Scottish slang for a poo.
Right.
See, don't say you don't learn things in this channel.
And do you know where I learned that from? I must have been about, 13 years old, and I watched Billy Connolly live in concert, and he kept on saying jobby, and I didn't know what it was. And then one of the jokes just let it out, so I fully understood anyway. That was it. Right,
It's-
we're going. Thank you everyone for joining us once again on tonight's show. I'll be on at some point tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll do the 10 o'clock one for our American friends and Australian friends to join. Marcy, if you want an invite to any of tomorrow's shows, drop me an email. My email is on the about bit on my page. I couldn't find your email off of your page, or I would have stuck it in that. But I'd love to get Marcy on here at some point. And the chat, do the last of the chat. Here we go. David Mike said, I may not be available tomorrow as looking after her ladyship. No problem, David. You know, you're always here first in on all these streams, so it's much appreciated. All of your support for the channel. Thank you, mate. Ted's Cars and Guitars.
Yes.
Good night, everyone. Marcy says, later all. Yeah, thank you, Marcy. And thank you, everyone on the panel. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you,
Thank you.
Lon. Thank you, Panzer Cat. And thank
No
you,
worries.
No
Let's get
problem.
out of here. Good night, everybody.
No,
See everyone.
Well,
Bye.
so let's drop a quick link to Sprue's. Hang on, I'm not going anywhere yet. I need to drop a link into Sprue. Hang on. Sprue. I bet he's going to beat me to it now. Sprue! I need Sprue's link. Can't go until I've dropped Sprue's link, and I can't see it on my thing.
Let's see.
It's higher up in the chat. Wait a second.
Yeah, no, but I've got it on my notepad as well. Hang on, Sprue. Right?
yeah, Bruce has put it in.
Spruce share
Oh.
it.
That
Spruce
Sprue show
It's-
coming up in 15 minutes' time. Everyone head over there. Again, good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
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 See ya. Bye.